there it is. I think we're good. I think we're ready to go, except gotta put my cranberries up here because today we are making a Cranberry Brandy French 75. That's right, this is a little riff on the traditional French 75, so you can basically follow the same build recipe with just little different ingredients, which I'll call out as I go so that way you know how to make the OG French 75. But today, here on Happiness Bar, I'm gonna make you a little winter cocktail riff, and this is gonna be a cranberry brandy riff of the French 75. We're using that Champagn white Bolivian brandy. We're gonna make a fresh cranberry syrup, lemon juice, and we got some Prosecco here ready to go. So, with that being said, let's get going on our cranberry brandy French 75. So with this cocktail, we do have a little bit of prep work to do today. We gotta make our cranberry syrup, we gotta juice and cut lemons, you know. But let's get started with that cranberry syrup. So I'm gonna place my big bowl on the scale, I'm gonna zero that out, and I'm gonna weigh out 250 grams of sugar. Almost there. All right, 250 grams of sugar. And I'm gonna zero that scale out one more time. I'm gonna weigh out 150 grams of fresh cranberries. Oh yeah. Perfect, 150 grams fresh cranberry. Because what I would like to do next is grab my muddler, and we are just gonna break these cranberries up, right? So I'm gonna muddle them into the sugar. This way they release some of their juices already. And as I start to cook this cranberry syrup, the cranberries will cook in a little quicker and easier. All right. Those are getting good and broken up. Look at that, guys. Does that not look like winter or what? All right, muddler there. Good flavor on that muddler. All right, I'm gonna grab my bar spoon. I'm gonna dump all my sugar and cranberries into my pot. Just scrape it all down. Next, we are going to need 250 grams of water as well. 250 grams of water, add that into the pot. We got that burner kicked on to a medium-high heat. Give it a stir. And what we're looking for, guys, we're gonna bring that up to a simmer, and then we're gonna let it simmer there for about 10 minutes, really make sure those cranberries infuse into the sugar and the syrup. So I got that going. Give you a little bit, just kind of go over what I'm doing here and why I chose kind of the liquor that I chose for this cocktail. Traditional French 75 is made with gin, lemon juice, and simple syrup, topped off with Prosecco or Champagne. I switched to Prosecco just because it's a little more cost effective, especially when you're making, you know, a bunch of cocktails. And in this riff, I wanted to go with something I've been using in a couple cocktails, right, to utilize it, not waste it. I got this really awesome Bolivian Brandy, Champagn 63. It is a white brandy, so it's unaged. It's unaged, not barrel aged like regular brandies where you see the darker color, so it doesn't pick up those barrel aged notes. It's kind of true to the flavor right off distillation, and I believe it's like muscat grapes, which are super fragrant. You get a really floral note on them. That's the fragrance, very floral, and it's a very nicely balanced liquor, right? Real nice balance between acidity and sweet. Perfect for this cocktail, I think, to give it a little bit of body and just kind of change it up a little bit. I think it's gonna play well with the tartness of these beautiful cranberries and the breadiness of the Prosecco. All right, guys, we got this syrup. It's coming up to a nice little simmer here. I'm just gonna drop the heat a little bit. I'm gonna let that simmer for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe 15. I'm just gonna kind of watch the color and see if it's where I want. As I've got my cranberry syrup going, I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of my prep done as to not waste any time. We need to cut and juice our lemons, right? So we got our beautiful big lemons here. And I think I'm gonna do like 3 of these bad boys. Grab a few containers, and as always, super simple. Let's juice them up. Double strain. Grab a lid and some blue tape, label and date. Guys, your lemon juice good for 2 days. Throw it out on the 3rd day. Lemon juice done. Back to our cranberries here. A nice simmer. They're picking up some nice color. Let those go for just a little bit longer. Really make sure those cranberries are popping and infusing into the syrup. All right, guys, I'm sorry if the audio changed here and it's not quite as good. I just broke my better microphone, so now I have to switch to my Rode microphone. I hope it is quality enough for the audio. If not, I'm gonna get a new one in the next episode. We'll be back. Anyway, here we are finishing up our cranberry syrup, right? I'm gonna grab a basket strainer and I am just going to pour my cranberry syrup through the basket strainer. Yeah, spilling a lot of it. Okay, dump out those cranberries. Let me grab a towel to wipe up all this shit that I just spilled. All right, we're still rolling despite the spills, despite the broken microphone. It's all good. Check it out, guys. We got our cranberry syrup. Look at the beautiful color that it picked up from those cranberries. I'm gonna go ahead and label and date. I would say that cranberry syrup, you are good for up to a month, refrigerated. Hey, and that's it for the prep work today, guys. Let's jump into making that Cranberry Brandy French 75. All right, guys, I got my cranberry syrup in this cheater bottle here. I got my lemon juice in this cheater bottle here. We are ready to go. First things first, though, I'm gonna open up my Prosecco and give you the proper technique on how to do so. So always keeping your hand, your thumb over the cage as you hold the bottle. Get this plastic off. Again, thumb over the cage. And then we're gonna go ahead and untwist. I know I've shown this before, but I figure why not show you now while we're doing it. Take the cage off, thumb over the cork now, and your goal is to open this as quietly as possible. Yeah, nice and quiet, beautiful. So, French 75, part of this cocktail is shaken, then we're gonna build the rest. So first thing we're gonna need is that shaker tin, and we're gonna need our jigger. We're also gonna need our glassware. So working cheapest, most expensive ingredients, we're gonna go with a 1/2 ounce of lemon juice, a 1/2 ounce of our cranberry syrup, and a whole ounce of our Bolivian brandy, that white Bolivian brandy. Ice that shaker tin, seal her up, shake for 12 seconds. 12 seconds, crack that container, grab both your Hawthorne and your basket strainer, and let's double strain this cocktail. All right. Should we get every drop of liquor out of there? Grab our Prosecco. Let's just top this bad boy off. Boom. And for garnish, let's grab a little lemon peel here. Spritz the edge. Let's twirl her up. I'm just gonna run it with this skewer and our nice little cranberries there. And there it is, guys, the Cranberry Brandy French 75. Let's taste. Got lemon on the nose from the spritz. Yeah, it's a lovely little light winter sipper right there. So crisp from that Prosecco and the citrus, acidic note from the lemon juice. Beautiful, little light level of sweetness, a little bit of cranberry note comes through, a little bit of tartness. And that Singani Bolivian brandy is perfect in this context, man. Nice little complexity there. The beautiful light pink color on this cocktail, the bubbles. Such a pretty little winter cocktail. Crisp, refreshing, beautiful. Nice little riff on the French 75. And if you want to make the French 75 OG, the OG French 75, same basic build, an ounce of gin, 1/2 ounce of lemon, 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, shake that up, pour it up, top it with Prosecco or Champagne, OG French 75. This is just our little winter riff right here. Super nice. There it is, guys, the Cranberry Brandy French 75. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Maybe you made it along with me. Maybe you wrote it down, say for a later date, but either way, let me know how you're liking everything. And as always, guys, become a regular somewhere. Become a regular at your local watering hole. It's the best way to support local business. Become a regular here at Happiness Bar by liking, commenting, subscribing. Hit that bell if you want notifications, because we got cocktail videos coming out every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Get you ready for the weekend. Stay happy, everyone.